2 months after the most outrageous trade in NBA history sent Luka Doncic to Los Angeles, he's finally settled in and is now putting up numbers we haven't seen since prime Lakers LeBron. Austin Reaves, the Lakers' third option, is quietly establishing himself as one of the league's best supporting stars. With LeBron still producing at an elite level, this team suddenly feels dangerous. Now it's a Novi on Doncic the switch again, and night after night, Luka and Reaves are dissecting defenses with an almost unjust level of control. If this continues into the postseason, we may be dealing with one of the league's most unpredictable issues seen in years. Therefore, today, let's examine how this combo is starting to pose a significant threat to the rest of the NBA. Since Luka Doncic's big move to Los Angeles in February, he has been playing at an incredible level. In just 23 games, he has scored 26 goals while donning the purple and gold uniform. 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists each night, in addition to one. His shooting splits 41 and 7 steals, 35 and 2% from the field. Not eye-popping, but 1% from deep is more than sufficient when, along with his overall excellence. But the smaller the sample size, the better the results. In March, he went above and beyond, averaging 30, 1 point out of 8, 4 rebounds in 8, hitting down 4, and providing 6 assists. At 43 threes per game, that month, Luke's efficiency, volume, and overall control all reached new heights, and he became the youngest player since Kobe in 2003 to average more than 30 points in a single month, a significant accomplishment over his previous 10 games. Has increased his dominance by 30, 4 points, 4 points, 8, 5 rebounds, and 7, 93, 88. Doncic James once more, yes, and just when it looked like he could add nothing more, he rewrote the record books. In March, Lucas made 64 three-pointers, the most ever by a Laker in a single month. It wasn't a hot hand or a fluke, just consistent, high-volume shot-making at a historic level. He's dissecting defenses, knocking down step-backs, and getting teammates easy looks. In just a few weeks, he's gone from the new face in town. Before the season began, J.J. Redick laid out a vision for an offense that spaced the floor, shot more threes, and played with pace. That version of the Lakers never really showed up in the first half, ranking near the bottom of the league in three-point attempts, and the spacing looked clunky at best. However, Lucas's arrival completely changed how the Lakers play basketball. The engine of the entire offense, the numbers, the milestones, the way he's already shifting the identity of the team, and everything points to something significant happening in Los Angeles. Better three-point shooting teams in the league, not because they suddenly have a roster full of snipers, but because Luka makes life so much easier for everyone around him. When one of the league's best pick-and-roll operators comes off a screen, most teams send 2 defenders, sometimes more, and the moment they do, Luka picks them apart. Every time he hits the roller, he finds the weak side cutter and swings it to the corner for a wide-open 3. If nothing is there, he will simply cook his defender in isolation. He controls every possession like he has the game on a string. It's become a classic pick your point. While his playmaking has opened everything up, Luke is still a scorer at heart. He may get cold, but his range and ability to heat up instantly are always lurking. That step-back 3 is still a cheat code, and with every game, he looks more like the version of Luka that had Dallas on his back for years. However, Austin Reaves has been quietly right there with him, playing the best basketball of his career. Reaves has always had that underdog energy, went undrafted, signed a 2-way contract, and then earned a full contract in less than 2 years. For years, Lakers supporters believed that this player had all-star potential, but most people dismissed it. However, this season, Reaves has made a huge leap and is scoring career-high 20 points per game, 1 point out of 4, 5 rebounds and 5, 45 with 8 assists. Reaves stepped up even more in March when LeBron sat out, averaging 23 points per game, 6% from the field and over 37% from 3 are real stats. And he's doing it while sharing the court with other players. 3 points, 5 boards and 5. Without LeBron, Reaves handled the most of the load in games without him, contributing 4 assists, including 4 games with 30 points. This season, Reaves is averaging 28 points, 4 out of 8, 6 and 7 assists, with 7 rebounds. It's not just stepping up, he's thriving, and it's not some sporadic hot streak either. He's covered Reaves, has it with 5 seconds remaining, and banks it in on the drive, inside layup. He's been reliable over his last 10 games, scoring 25 points, 1 point out of 5. 1 assist, 5 rebounds, efficiency, dependability, versatility, all the qualities you want in a secondary star, and more. Reaves is doing it all. Whether he's playing alongside stars or running the offense when necessary, he's found a rhythm that's opening up new possibilities and giving us a preview of what the Lakers might look like once LeBron, Luka, and Reaves combine to form a three-headed offensive nightmare. LeBron is still one of the best players in history, and Luka is definitely in the running for a top 5 player in the. Reaves, on the other hand, has emerged as perhaps the NBA's best third scoring option. He can score from anywhere on the floor, making him a perfect complement to these two stars. However, he lost it again, filling the lane. Since the All-Star break, any early concerns about their compatibility have been completely dispelled. Reaves has made more baskets off of Luka's assists than any other Laker, demonstrating his ability to flourish in off-ball situations. However, it's not just Luka and Reaves. The entire offense works better with this trio, and their most recent victory over the Grizzlies, 134-127, was a perfect example of how dangerous this. LeBron finished with 25 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and 1 block. Reaves led the team with 31 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. Luka added 29 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals. They made NBA history by becoming the first trio to record at least 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 made threes in the same game. This trio has been nothing short of dominant. LeBron and Luka have each scored 20 points or more in 7 games, and Reaves and Luka have combined for 20 points or more in 9 games. Their output is unrelenting, and it's evident that they will be among the hardest to beat. Stop in the entire league before Luka's arrival. The Lakers' 3-man game, which was based on chemistry, trust, and repetition, was their go-to for years until Luka arrived. His arrival not only upended the rotation, but it also completely changed the offensive hierarchy. Don hit a hard one, and now the Lakers have 3 players with extremely high basketball IQs on the court at once: Luka, LeBron, and Reaves. His combination of size, vision, playmaking, and scoring makes him the centerpiece and the engine that propels it all. He is the Lakers' best player, not just based on his stats, but also on how he manages the game. The crazy part is that everything is going smoothly. For the first time in his career, LeBron has shifted into a supporting role, but he is still able to dominate when it suits him and conserve energy. To put it simply, LeBron said, "Luka's vision and his ability to make the game easier for others is something I've always appreciated." Luka doesn't just see the game in a way that makes his own play easier. He makes everyone around him better. Austin Reaves' development since Luka's arrival has been, since the deal, Reaves has developed into a real 3-level scorer and facilitator, averaging 22 points per game. This is nothing short of crazy. 3 out of 5 won, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Reaves thrives off the ball and in secondary actions, so he throws a counterfeit right back to Reaves down the middle. And LeBron is the Swiss Army knife, setting screens, posting up. He's now a most improved player contender with 3 steals per game. What makes this trio unique isn't just their individual skill, but also how they mesh. There may not be a better offensive trio in the league right now, and Austin Reaves has been nothing short of a revelation for the Lakers ever since he entered the league. From being undrafted to becoming one of the league's best third options, his rise has been steady and impressive since the All-Star game. Initially, people thought that having 3 ball-dominant players in the same lineup would cause problems, but they found rhythm through selflessness and putting the team first, and that's what makes it work. Reaves has been averaging 22 over the break, 3 out of 5, 4 assists, 0 and 0, 38 points and 7 rebounds on an effective 47% shooting percentage. Reaves has repeatedly demonstrated that when given a larger role, he can step up and deliver. Most recently, when LeBron James was out, he filled in and carried the load in games without LeBron, averaging 28 points per game. With his numbers and impact, it's evident that he's more than just a role player. He's a legitimate force in the Lakers offense. 4 points, 8. 6 and 7 assists. When LeBron is healthy, his 7 rebounds demonstrate that he's not only a second option, but also one of the league's top third options. Yes, the arrival of Luka Doncic meant that Reaves had to adapt to a more off-ball role, but he has done so with ease. LeBron even mentioned it in a comment, saying his ability to play off the ball, move without it, and just read the defense has been huge. I can play off of him just as much as he plays off me. We have a natural connection that makes the... Now, when you look at the third options in the league, whether it's Boston's trio of Holiday, White, and Porzingis, Cleveland's Mobley and Garland, the Knicks, Bridges, the Thunder's Cadet, Holmgren, the Clippers, Norman Powell, Miles Turner, Desmond Bane, MPJ, or Bradley Beal, it's evident that Reaves is one of the best third options in the league right now. His stats and the way he fits into the Lakers system make him a more dynamic player than many of those players, proving his value as a top-tier third option. In fact, the only player who even comes close to Austin Reaves in terms of numbers is Clippers' Norman Powell, who at the age of 31 is recording career-high numbers of 22 and is having an all-star season with the Los Angeles Clippers. 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 2. 48 points and 2 assists per game, 42% from the field, 3% between 3 and 82. Reaves, on the other hand, is averaging 20 points and 4% from the free throw line, 1 point out of 4, 5 rebounds, and 5. Powell has the slight advantage in scoring with 8 assists per game for the Lakers, but Reaves contributes more in terms of playmaking and overall impact, which is important for a team that already has big scorers like LeBron James and Luka Doncic. What distinguishes Reaves from Powell is the context of their respective teams. The Lakers have a clear hierarchy with LeBron and Luka as the 2 main stars, and Reaves is a perfect complement. Conversely, Powell has frequently asked to take on a larger role for the Clippers, particularly when Kawhi Leonard and James Harden are unavailable, regardless of Reaves' position among the league's third scoring options. George is going to be in the Rising Stars Challenge, and Luka kind of goes ahead. It's frightening to think of how much more dangerous the Lakers will be once they fully develop chemistry with him. Luka himself acknowledged Reaves' recent performances, particularly when he scored at least 28 points in 4 straight games, 2 of which were 30-point performances, saying this guy just scored 30 points in his 4th game in 5 days. That explains everything. He's an incredible player, and it's not easy to go undrafted and then play at this level. It's amazing just to be by his side. But for all the offensive, even though Dantic's playmaking and Reaves' versatility have turned the Lakers into a potent offensive machine, their defensive consistency is still in doubt. Even with Doncic and Reaves' offensive prowess, the Lakers will need to lock down defensively if they want to win a championship. Now, when you replace Anthony Davis, one of the league's best rim protectors and interior anchors, with a player like Luka Doncic, who, let's just say, doesn't have a reputation for defense, you're going to feel it. And when you combine Luka, Austin Reaves, and 39-year-old LeBron, you essentially have a trio that teams love when they want to take advantage of games. However, the shocking thing is that it hasn't been a complete bust. Prior to the trade deadline, the Lakers were ranked 18th in the league in terms of defensive rating. Neither great nor terrible. Since then, they've improved to 12th place, and for a 15-game stretch, they were the best defense in the NBA. How is that even possible? Well, a few things are going their way. First, LeBron, Luka, and Reaves may not be the most athletic defenders, but they've been locked in more consistently since the trade. Reaves is also working hard, but don't be fooled by the fact that he's not suddenly becoming Drew Holiday. Both players struggle with lateral quickness. If you put them in space and force them to rotate or make quick decisions off the ball, cracks start to show. The positioning may be decent, but the recovery speed isn't there, and the effort, while better, can still be inconsistent over the course of a full game. When teams start putting Luka or Reaves into switches against shifty guards, things become uncomfortable and everyone is frantically trying to get defense. Is late and the paint is wide open, and when the playoffs roll around, you can bet that the opposing coaches will have those games highlighted in bold red. They will isolate, run, pick and rolls until someone breaks, and test how much this Lakers defense can handle under pressure. J.J. Redick is aware of the limitations, but he also understands that this isn't about making Luka or Reaves become elite defenders overnight. Rather, it's about managing the game and making small adjustments, such as changing up coverages, incorporating some zone looks, or tightening up their rotations. The Lakers have one of the most dangerous offensive lineups in the NBA, and he's been up and down as far as his defense goes. Behind them, nothing major, just minor adjustments that keep the dam from breaking. It's not a lockdown defense, but if they can keep investing, keep communicating, and keep playing just well enough, it might not have to be. And come playoff time, that might be all they need, especially when the offense is firing like it should, with Luka orchestrating LeBron, picking his moments, and Reaves flourishing in the gaps. While Luka's regular season performance is impressive, Lakers fans are about to witness just how much better he can get in the playoffs. In his 4 postseason runs with the Dallas Mavericks, Luka's scoring average has increased 3 times, with the exception of last season when he played 22 games and led the Mavs to the NBA Finals, despite dealing with injuries like a right knee sprain and left ankle. The defense has also been excellent, with 3 excellent scorers who can take over at any time. There's plenty of reason for optimism, and it all begins with the man wearing number 77. When the trade happened in early February, every Lakers fan was ecstatic because Luka's ability to lead his team offensively has been unstoppable. With Luka on the team, the Lakers have a real chance to win a championship. Add in LeBron James, one of the most successful players in NBA history, and a third option in Austin Reaves, who can step up and drop 25 points on any given night, and you have a formula for winning a championship that could challenge the best teams in the West. When everything goes right, opposing defenses can't stand a chance. Luka Doncic has always been inevitable, and it's just getting started. In the meantime, Austin Reaves is becoming more and more dependable as a third option in the league. With both of them in the mix, the NBA is facing a significant dilemma. Do you think Austin Reaves is the league's best third option? Please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications for more in-depth NBA analysis.